Marcus, I have a question for you. Might be advice for James to look at, because you once covered the Warriors when they were not so great.
Correct.
And you saw the transition. Obviously, there were certain people that were drafted and brought in that were just recently celebrated. But as they went on this losing skid, what was it that made them flip and say, okay, like this is, let me think, like just Steph Curry's first year, right? Without any of the other help. I mean, he had some legitimate people on that team, but what made them flip? What made them go, you know what? We're not as bad as this record would make us seem to be.
Steph's ankles got figured out. Like it was all Stephen Curry. It was all
even in his first year.
Even in his first year, it was all Stephen Curry. Like he was the dude that was different, where you could be like, oh, okay, because at first he was playing next to Monte.
Yeah,
and you'd be like, all right, he could play, but he wasn't like a franchise changer. But mostly because he was just Steph at the beginning was really like, I'm a point guard. See, James, back in the day, you know, back when you were in like middle school, when me and Zena was running the streets, like it was, you had to either be a point guard, but a combo guard was bad. That was bad. Yeah. You need to be able to run point. You need to be a true point guard. That was not going to stuff. He wasn't a true point guard. So he was busy trying to prove, I'm a point guard. I can handle the point. He only averaged like, I think it took like 3 or 4 threes his first season. Average 4 attempts from 3. But then Monte, you know, they got trashed. Don Nelson was like, all right, Monte, step aside. This Steph's team. And he had like Mikey Moore and, you know, like just a bunch of dudes, like a bunch of G Leaguers. And he was out there cooking. And that's when you were like, oh, this dude is different. Like, okay, he's different. And then they added Cade Thompson. But I guess if there was a turning point, it would be the trade when they traded Monte and got Bogut. It was like, all right, now they have a legitimate center. And now they have this point guard who's really good, but then his ankles were an issue, so he had to get his ankles together. That was different. But to me, first off, it was a disaster, and it could have went awfully. Like, and that's why I worry about it. Like, it could have went awfully, and in the end, they ended up getting rid of just about everybody and starting with Steph, Draymond, Harrison Barnes, got Iguodala. Like the team Steph came in with, they got rid of everybody but Steph. That's why I'm curious about what do you do with these Pistons? Like,
I think
it's also why it sounds like you want Cade to be the one.
Get out of there. Get out of there, James. Get out of there.
We're not doing this on
chill.
He's trying to bait me. No, he knows what he's doing. He's trying to bait me. I'm not taking it right now.
Good for you, James. Good for you.
There's one thing I wish I could do, or we all could do. Like if we could go in a time machine, I want to go back and watch those early Curry Warriors with the understanding of what he'd become. Like I think watching those first like watching it in that light and watching everybody else's reaction. I don't know if it's making any sense. Like we know what he becomes, but the fans in the arena don't know. Like I would love to just like watch it with that light. Cause I mean, listen, I have the same birthday. That's why I shoot the way I like. It's in the stars. You feel me?
Fuck it, man.
Oaktown to Flint Town, like we're country cousins. MC Breed, you know what I mean? Like,
ain't no future in your front.
Ain't no future in your front, and we out here, baby. That's what we do. It's all in the stars.
Hey, Zane, I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours.
Hey. And shout out, who's the Warriors DJ?
DJ D Sharp.
DJ D, maybe.
Fire, because like every time we're in the Bay, like he don't just like play Eminem or Big Sean. Like he plays like Slum Village. He'll play like Danny Brown. Like he plays like
D-Sharp is a real DJ.
He's a real DJ.
Yeah,
he's
like
nice.
He do this. Yeah, he do this.
Shout out to him. He's the best in the league. I'll give him that. Shout out to him.
So I want to follow up on this though, real quick, and I want to ask both you and Marcus this question. Listening to what you just said, there seems to be this potential parallel between a Cade Cunningham and then what happened with Steph Curry.
Man, stop it.
I'm saying, like, I'm asking Marcus, I'm genuinely asking, do you think, not necessarily that Cade Cunningham will become Steph Curry, no, but I'm saying in terms of the trajectory of the team.
James, we're going to end up having our conversation on the pod. Like, we don't have to bring this to the forefront because this is what we talk about, Zena, all the time.
But I'm curious, like, because if you get rid of everyone and you build around Cade,
and I say if you build around Cade and Ausar like they did Steph and Clay, like I could see everybody else gone. Like there's a world where I could see them move everybody else at some point and keep Cade and Ausar.
I'm even coming down to like, when you just mentioned it, Marcus, like Curry's ankles were an issue. Cade's shins, his legs were an issue, right? Like there's this corollary here that I'm like, this is interesting. Like looking at the early Warriors,
you're getting Pistons fans hype. I can hear.
I'm here
downtown.
I'm here for the reality. Pistons fans, I am your reality. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. The truth is, this situation happens all over the league all the time. Everybody's got those one or two players, and if you just build around them, Steph was lightning in a bottle. It was a miracle. It does not happen. Banking on
players at USA
is a bad idea.
Top 2 players at USA camp.
I'm with Z.
Saying.
No, I
talk, Z. Let's go.
I believe they're incredible. I believe they're good. I'm just saying to take your franchise and bank it on. But what if we got the next step? Like, no.
I got you.
Not saying that. No. I mean, I'm not saying that.
She's just saying that Pistons fans, there's hope.
You never know.
That's what I hear. You never know.
There's hope. All right, let's get some NDRE in here. Then we're talking about. I don't know. If I'm Cade, I might be like, hey, get me up out of here.
You're just trying to get me up out of here. That's what you're doing. You're trying to push Cade to leave, so I leave.
Nah, I feel like Cade is generational. I feel like he's still good. If they can do that, if they can get rid of all the stuff and start over with a better choreographed team, a better roster put together. I feel like they just got every athlete they can find. Be like, let's match them together. It's like, better roster. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's fair.
Go get some vets. Go get some vets.
And I think AAU team that flies in from all over the country, never play together ever, but like they're just hella athletic and they were all the top in their regular high schools.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm with you guys. I mean, I understand it, and especially when, like I said, like the things that make you line up functional have been hard. I understand why people walk away thinking that it's like a bunch of things. I get it, but certainly, like, I don't think it's as bad as the record.
2-18. Stop it.
I got you.
Here's the real problem. It's not that bad, right? The problem is what we're seeing in this league is young teams getting it done.
100%.
That's the problem. The problem isn't that you're looking at Orlando, you're looking at Oklahoma City, Houston, right? Like, you don't have to be this bad, but Orlando is going to be a problem, right?
Yep.
And I think they might be younger. I think they might be younger in the aggregate than the Pistons. Like,
I think they are. Yes, I think they are.
Yeah. Oklahoma City is definitely younger, right? Like, so.
Yes.
I mean, some of that is skewed by like some old dudes at the end of the like Alex Burks is like 98 years old, but
yeah, Bogey's 34.
He's still a bucket, but a bucket, but he's old. No, he's only 32. Jeez, Alec Burks is only 32. I feel like he's been in the league forever.
Yeah,
Alec is nice.
Alec is nice.
Alec is a bucket, bro.
Yeah,
I love when you like get to like. I was always familiar with Alec Burks' game. Like I'm a hoop junkie, but when you get to cover a guy and you see it every night, like he's struggling right now. He's going through a little spell, but like when Burks is cooking,
does he like talk you just have still?
Alec is first of all he's I want to put this on record. Everybody does all this sneaker talk. Alec Burks is the best sneakerhead under PJ.
Better than PJ?
Under PJ. PJ, Alec Burks has heat galore. But yes, Alec will talk if it's just you and him. If it's a crowd, he's still short.
He's very cool. He just like, man, dude would he would go out there and get buckets and be like, hey, yo, you just got a bucket. Like,
yeah. I told him that one day. I told him that in the locker room one day because like we have a good rapport when it's just like one-on-one. I'm like, Alec, I was like, can you talk? He's like, man, do I got to? I was like, well, then don't score 30. Like,
right.
Score 12.
He get them kind of buckets too. Like the way he get buckets and the way he go in them spurts, like, bruh, you gotta talk after that.
Getter. Yes.
Nah, like I'm out here. You cooking it like, nah, you gotta come on, man.
You have
you can't
to
cook
talk.
like that and then be
I need the recipe, please.